All right, Second Esdras chapter 14, verse 14. Let go from thee mortal thoughts. Cast away the burdens of man. Put off now the weak nature. Shalom, shalom, Akim. Once again, call Haloyim La Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham Rechakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well. Salutations to the hopeful elect that preach this truth throughout the four corners of the globe. I'm the brother Shamaria from the GMS Cleveland branch, and Lord willing, this lesson be edifying through the spirit and power of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, and to those who can receive it. All right, and I'm gonna break down this scripture because those mortal thoughts will weigh you down, man. Okay, those burdens of the world and those that weak nature, which is the flesh and fleshly things, we gotta put it off, man. Okay, because if we give those things too much thought, if we put energy into those things, then we're going to end up depressed. We're going to end up in a woe is me spirit, and we're not going to be, in the right spirit. You're not going to be in the right spirit. If you constantly worried about, this burden and, constantly worrying about burdens, and you keep making it, a problem, and you keep worrying about it, and you keep letting that demon mess with you, then you're going to start doubting. You're going to start losing faith, man. Okay, that's why you got to put off those mortal thoughts. Those thoughts, of the flesh. And Satan, he plays on those things, man. He uses those things to mess with you. He used those things to get you down, because you got to remember, Satan wants us, to depart from Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. And Yahweh Shai wants us, Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai wants us to depart from Satan. So it's a constant battle, man. All right, those mortal thoughts, those burdens and that weak nature is gonna come, man. Hey, we live in hell. We in captivity, so it's burdens all around us. It's constant burdens, family, work, things in the world, things outside the truth are burdens upon us, man. Okay, but we have to deal with it. All right, we have to take our hell, take our light affliction to the chin and deal with it, man. You can't keep complaining. You can't, let those burdens weigh you down. Second Esdras chapter 14, verse 15. And set aside the thoughts that are most heavy unto thee, and haste thee to flee from these times. So those heavy thoughts, you got to put them aside, man. Okay, you got to, focus on the goal. All right, you got to focus on the mission. All right, because Satan, what he wants to do, he wants to distract you from the goal. He wants to distract you from the mission. Okay, he wants you to give more thought into, things in the world, things outside the truth, so you can slowly but surely, ease away from this truth, ease away from the word, ease away from the love and faith of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. That's what Satan wants you to do, man. That's what Esau wants you to do. Okay? That's why, Esau put so much burdens on us. That's why, Esau put all this work and hell on us, and all these unrighteous decrees and these laws. That it's all designed to keep us oppressed, man. But it's ways around Esau's system, and it's the scriptures. All right, it's ways around Satan's deceitfulness and his trickery. It's ways around, everything. All right, and it's these scriptures. These scriptures is literally the guideline of what to do in every situation that life presents itself in. All right. I'm going to read this over again. Second Esdras chapter 14, verse 15. And set aside the thoughts that are most heavy unto thee, and haste thee to flee from these times. Because we really supposed to be focusing on, preparing ourselves for Jacob's trouble, preparing ourselves for the coming of Yahweh Shai, preparing ourselves for the kingdom. All right, that's what we really supposed to be worried about and focused on, ultimately. Because we hasten to flee from these times. What times is we fleeing from? All right, Jacob's trouble, the bad times, the times like no other. We hasten to flee from those times. And if you worried about, family issues, you're worried about money issues, you're worried about lack of bread, you worrying about this, you worrying about that, and you got all these burdens on you, and you know all of this going on, and you letting it weigh you down, then you're not gonna be nowhere prepared for Jacob's trouble, man. We not in. Hey, shit happened yet for real, man. Ain't nothing happened. This is only the beginning. You know, if you can't take your hell now, then how much more for Jacob's trouble? Verse 16. For yet greater evils than those which thou hast seen shall be done hereafter. Right, because greater evils shall surely come. You know, worse times are surely going to come. So if you bugging out and depressed and all sad and moped out, and you know, you letting Satan play on them burdens and those heavy thoughts, then hey, you're not going to be ready for Jacob's trouble. You're not going to be ready for that hour of temptation. If you letting, you know, the world get to you now, how much more for that time of temptation and persecution and fleeing, all right, in that time of being a pilgrim of the earth, you know, and constantly having to escape or run from this situation and escape this and run from that situation. You're not going to be ready. You're not going to be built up, man. So the Lord wants us to cast all mortal thoughts. He wants us to cast that away, you know. And the only way you could really do this is by praying and fasting. Prayer, fasting, and studying and reading, man. That's the only way you can do these things. Okay? Because fasting is going to get those demons off of you. All right? Prayer is going to get you a closer relationship with the Most High. And wisdom and knowledge should be the stability of our times. So all of these things is going to cast away those mortal thoughts and those burdens and that weak nature, which that weak nature is the flesh. You know, the scriptures say that the flesh, Salakia, scriptures say that the spirit is willing, but the flesh is weak, man. You know, so, hey, that's what we got to do enter into these times, man. We got to put away the weak nature, put away those mortal thoughts, and we got to go harder for the truth. With that being said, Lord willing, I hope that this was an edifying lesson to all you Akim. Kol halayim la Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai Ba'ashem Echak Wadash. Shalom, shalom to the hopeful elect.